after constantly asking, constantly begging, on my knees, he's finally agreed to do it. Jude Bellingham is about to do his surgery, the shoulder surgery, a surgery which he was supposed to do last season, an injury which has hurt him, impacted him since 2023. But he's finally caved in. Madrid has finally convinced him, and the fans are finally getting what they wanted. In July, after the Club World Cup, Jude Bellingham will do the surgery, will finally undergo the surgery, which has, like I said earlier, bro, impacted the way he played. But as you guys have seen from the title, there is the good and there is the bad. This isn't just happy days, flowers, sunshines. There is some implications with this. It comes with some disadvantages. It comes with some cons. And this is what this is all about. I'm going to tell you the good thing about it, and I'm going to tell you the bad thing about it that you need to bear in mind. The good thing is, Jude Bellingham, like I said to you guys, is finally about to do it. You guys have seen him over the past couple seasons, over the past couple months, especially I felt like from Feb, since he came back from the suspension and the injury. I felt that for the past 3 months he's been exhausted. He literally, every game you see him, you know him, the kind of player he is. He takes a lot of energy. He perceives a lot of energy, bro. Like, he's a dog. He's a fighter on the pitch. Amongst one of the most distance runs that he makes, bro. Like, he runs so much, covers so much ground, and everything about him. Everything about him. Every game I feel like I watch him play over the past 3 months, I feel like after 10 minutes, he just gets exhausted, bro. He gets exhausted, he gets tired. Sometimes I see him sweating after just 2 minutes of action, bro. One tackle, just done his sweating act. So you could clearly see for the past couple months, this whole season, this shoulder injury has been a knock on him. Has hurt him massively. I understand he didn't get it last season. I understand last season, when he first got it, if you guys remember, it was towards the end of 2023. That injury he had against, I forgot who it was, bro. But it was end of 2023, yeah? End of 2023. And you could clearly see 2024, he didn't want to do it because the fact that at that point, he was competing for the Ballon d'Or. He was having such a great start to 2023. Vinny wasn't back yet. And of course, the Euros was coming up. And we were competing for the La Ligue, the Copa del Rey, and everything. And the Champions League. And you could clearly see he delayed it after each month, delayed it. The shoulder packs. He kept getting the shoulder packs. Every game, you could clearly see him getting that armband and everything, bro. And literally, end of the season, we won the Champions League. You can't do it. Straight after that, the Euros comes in. And here's me thinking, after the Euros, that's it. He's going to do it. He didn't do it. He delayed it. He said, you know what? F it. I've got the European Super Cup coming up in 2 weeks. I'm like, brother, let it go, bro. Do it. He didn't do it. He continued. And this whole season played with it. And it became worse and worse and worse. And over the past 3 months, you could clearly see it. He wasn't performing at his best because you could clearly see him forcing to play. I don't know if it's him. I'm pretty sure it's him. But at the same time, Madrid asking and forcing him to play and isn't the first player. Rudiger, as you guys have seen, he's been literally forced to play over the past year with a knee injury. And this is what Jude Bellingham has done as well. For the past season, he's been forced to play the same way Rudiger hasn't played well, in my personal opinion. Jude hasn't done well the past 3 months. Literally, it's not the Jude that we all know. So that is the good part. That finally he gets to do it, and finally he comes back. After that, once, fingers crossed, the surgery goes successfully, he comes back the same player that we all want. The same player who's healthy, 100% fit. No more injuries, no more nickels, no more anything that hurts his game, nothing that impacts the way he runs, the way he carries himself, the ground that he covers. He can finally play stress-free. And this is what we all want. So that's the good. Amazing news. We should be delighted. But it comes with implications. And what I mean by that is this right here. 3 months. 3 months. The decision to do it after the Club World Cup was something I was annoyed about, but then understood it when I read about the Club World Cup, when I read about what it does and the benefits of it. And I'll make a video to it. I'll make a video about the Club World Cup. People think it's just a random trophy, which it isn't. After all the research I've done to it, it actually isn't. I'll make a video about it closer to it. It starts in 3 weeks. There's no point making it now. So I'll make a video about it. And one person who really, really wants to win it is Mr. Florentino Perez. That's the reason why he wants Trent sooner. That's the reason why he wants Xabi Alonso sooner. That's why he wants most of those signings sooner, because he wants Xabi Alonso to have his full team in preparation for, of course, the Club World Cup, which will be massive for Real Madrid. And Perez wants to win it. Hence the reason, if Perez wants to win it, Madrid wants to win it. And if Madrid wants to win it, Jude wants to win it. That's why Jude is taking part. He will do the surgery once the Club World Cup finishes, which is pretty much mid-July. You're looking at mid-July for that. It starts at the 18th of June in terms of our first game, and it will finish around beginning the first couple of weeks of July. So we're looking at mid-July now for his surgery. His surgery will take about 3 months. 3 months. About 8, 10, 12 weeks. Which will mean he will miss pretty much most of the beginning of the season. And this is why I have basically taken an indication from last season. And we will establish how many games he will estimate it and roughly miss. He will miss as a 100% the whole of August. Forget the preseason. I don't care about preseason games. He will pretty much miss the first 3, potentially 4, depending on if the schedule changes. Most likely not. He'll miss the first 3 La Liga games of the season. So the first 3 La Liga games, he is going to be missing every single game. Then we have got September. And September is the same. He's going to miss every game in September, whether that is the La Liga games and that is the first Champions League game, which most likely at the moment it says 1. I feel like it will be 2, fam. I feel like it will be 2 Champions League games he will miss. Or maybe it will just be 1, because we started on the 17th and that's going to be an international break as well in the middle. So 1 makes sense. So he will miss pretty much 3 La Liga games. And after September, he will miss about 7, 8, 9 La Liga games and 1 Champions League game. And then we've got October. October is looking like a myth as well. I feel like he will miss most of October. I feel like Madrid will target his return in October after the international break, the second one, not the first one, the second international. As you guys know, there is an international break in September, in October, and in November. And then after that. I feel like they will target his return at the second international break, which will mean he'll be back around mid-October, end of October, which will mean he'll miss 1 more Champions League game and 1 more La Liga game. He will most likely be in full action, and the way we know how he plays is I think he will be fully back in November. I'm hoping October, most likely November. So we're looking at October/November for his return, which means for the first 2.5 months, 2 or 3 or 2.5 months, we'll be playing without Jude Bellingham, which will mean we'll be playing without a midfielder, which will mean we have now got 1 midfielder less. After the news that came out yesterday with Luka Modric leaving, there is another midfielder gone. So now we've got 2 midfielders gone already. Real Madrid will 100%, and I anticipate them, and they have to, as a matter of fact, they have to get a midfielder. Because we can't go into next season with only, I don't know if we can do it here, but we can check it. Can we do the squad, fam? First team football. I want to see the squad. Let me see squad. In terms of next season, we've got Jude Bellingham, which is out. Camavinga's 1. Fede 2. Luka out. Tchouaméni 3. Arda 4. Ceballos 5. So we've got roughly 5 midfielders for next season. 5 will be playing. There is about 3 positions which they'll be fighting for. 3 or 4, depending on how Xabi Alonso will play his system. If we don't get 1 more centre-back, I expect Tchouaméni to play as a centre-back next season. If we play the 3 at the back with 3 defenders. I don't think we'll do that. I think next season we'll play 4 at the back. Despite what some reports are saying that Xabi Alonso will play the same way he played before, I don't think he will do that. I think he'll come with a different system, and I think we'll play 4 at the back. But anyway, let's go with whatever narrative. We need a midfielder because this is not enough. Ceballos is not enough. Arda Güler's not enough. Tchouameni's not enough. And Kama and Fede. Out of 2 of them are injury prone. Camavinga this season, last season, and Ceballos had a big injury this season, and someone that I don't trust anymore, fam. This Dunny is a purple patch player, fam. I please don't want him. I know it makes no sense, but please, I don't want him, fam. Get him out. I don't want him. I got sold an absolute dream, and maybe on the Xabi Alonso it'll be different. Nah, fam. I'm not constantly getting sold, fam. It's like falling in love with the same person more than once when they cheat on you, fam. I'm not that deluded person again, fam. Fool me once, you can't fool me twice. Fool me twice, brother. 3 times, you're a haywan. Wallah, you deserve to get fooled, fam. So that's why this Donny, get him out. We, out of Arda Güler, Tchouameni, Fede and Camavinga, we need one more. We need one more. And the reports has made it very clear that Madrid will target a midfielder. And this is where it comes about now. You're getting a midfielder to basically cover for Jude Bellingham, who will be out for the first couple months. I don't like the idea of signing a Galactico 100 million, 120 million midfielder. Nah. I just want a midfielder that can be used the same way. Still don't understand why Luka Modric is going. Someone like Luka Modric who can cover when we need to. It's not like we've got bums in our team. We've got enough. 1 elite, 2 elite, 3 elite, 4 elite, 5. We've got enough midfielders that can cover. And it doesn't have Brahim Diaz, which I feel like Brahim Diaz should not be considered a forward. He should be considered right here. So we've got enough players, fam. And Rodrigo, if we were going to be playing the 3 up front, the same way playing on Leverkusen, then Rodrigo can play the 10. Rodrigo is capable enough to play the 10. So that's why I say, get someone who, hear me out. Just hear me out. Hear me out. I would love for you to hear me out. You know who I would really want? I know. Listen, a lot of players are going to be saying, get someone like Vitinha, Enzo Fernandez, someone like that. Bro, Vitinha's, nah. You know one person I really want? And I'll make a breakdown, a tactical breakdown about him and how he can benefit this team. I'm telling you right now, yeah. If you guys don't know him, get to know. If you have got no idea who he is, get to know. He plays in Germany. Angelo Stiller. The main man. If I had to pick someone, and someone who I feel like can come in and start for this team, someone who gives me a profile that none of these midfielders have, Angelo Stiller. Get Angelo Stiller, fam. Don't give me the bright lights, the big names, the star power. Give me Angelo Stiller. Angelo Stiller is what this team needs. And it will be a perfect cover for the departures of the likes of Jude Bellingham, but most specifically the likes of Luka Modric. Because as crazy as it sounds, Luka Modric, you guys are not going to believe this, he's had more chances created than any of those last season. This season. Technically, it's still this season. And he's 39 years old. And he's the person that we ask him to leave. Makes no sense. Why not have him for 1 more year? Wallah, I'm still baffled, bro. I'm still confused. But I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. Yesterday, I said what I said. I'm going to let it go. Now, it's about Jude. And this is why. Listen, this is good. I'm happy with the fact he finally gets to do this. But this is not good. But it can be forgotten if we play it well. If we do it well. That is the main crucial part to bear in mind. If we can manage to go around it and make sure, and basically that 3 months can't impact our season, then it's because, bro, let's be real, he's going to miss about over pretty much 25% of La Liga games. 25%. And he's going to miss the first 2-3 Champions League games. So he's going to miss a bunch of games, bro. So we can't, because listen, Jude is a massive player. But we need to make sure we can play without Jude, which I think we can, depending of who we have. But we need replacement. And trust me, a midfielder is coming. It just depends on who is coming. I know Madrid fans the board will go after the words, go after the Enzo Fernandez, go after the Palacios I've read. Nah. The one person that we need to get, and the realistic option that we need to get, is Angelo Stiller. Go after him, and our midfield issues will be covered, will be resolved, and Jude's injury will be impacted way less, and it's not going to get influenced that much. But like I said to you guys, that is what's going to happen next season. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. What you guys think about the surgery. Whether you want the surgery, whether you don't care about the Club World Cup. Trust me, the Club World Cup matters. I don't mind it. Like I said, I'm like 50-50 in the Club World Cup. I don't mind it if he does it, and I don't mind it if he doesn't do it. But knowing how much this Club World Cup means to Florentino Perez, this guy is taking it seriously, fam. He wants to win it more than anything else. That's why his surgery got delayed after the Club World Cup. But let me know what you guys think about the surgery, the whole surgery, and finally him caving in. And secondly, what will happen to Real Madrid in the first 2 to 3 months? Do you think that Madrid will be impacted with him being out? Or do you think with a midfielder coming in, or no midfielder coming in, or 2 midfielders coming in, would it basically say, you know what, hey, we don't care? And if you want a midfielder, who the hell do you want? I will be making a video about which midfielder Madrid should be getting. And most likely, I've basically said his name. His name is Angelo Stiller. I'll make a breakdown about him and say why he will be impactful to Real Madrid. But tomorrow is one day before our last La Liga game, which means one person will be leaving Real Madrid next season. And that is, of course, Mr. Carlo Ancelotti, which I'll be making a special tribute to what he's done and to the career that he's had at Real Madrid. See you tomorrow.